Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another Team Basework interview. My name is Claudia Renee, and I am the owner of Team Basework. We are a virtual pole dancing studio that hosts classes to students around the world every week. We have an incredible roster of instructors, and today we get to talk to Miss Estefania. Estefania is an old school pole dancer based in Mexico with 10 years of experience. She started pole dancing in 2013 after having an intense training in ice skating and ballet, which explains her beautiful lines and extensions. She won the Sexiest Legs in the Industry, an up and coming artist from Pole World News in 2017. Her style combines sexy traditional pole dance style with an emphasis on leg extensions. She specializes in musicality and choreography, flexibility, leg movements, extension, and technique. She is a devoted teacher who loves to share her knowledge around the world with multiple workshops and tours in different continents. This girl travels more than anyone I have ever met. Every time I speak with her, she's in another country sharing her beautiful curated craft. So the fact that she finds time to teach for us is such an honor. We are so thankful to have her on the team. And I'm really excited for you all to get to learn a little bit more about her. So let's bring her on and ask her some questions. Hi, Este. How are you today?
I'm doing good, Chloe. And you?
Good, good. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited to ask you some questions so that all of our Team Bracework babes can learn a little bit more about you. So we're going to get right into the first question. Where are you in the world right now?
Right now in my home in Mexico for 24 hours more, and then I'm traveling again.
I was just saying how you are in like a different country every time I talk to you, and it's so incredible to just see your growth and see your progress in the industry and see how high demand you are. And I'm so thankful that you have time to teach for Team Based Work. We're so thankful to have you.
Thank you so much. I love team-based work. So I'm just so sad that I cannot join every month with you, but soon in June, you will have me again.
Yes, we can't wait. We are counting down the seconds. So, I want to know a little bit more about how and when you started pole dancing.
Okay, I started 10 years ago. And how I was doing ice skating, and one of my friends, she told me like, hey, they open a pole studio, do you want to try a class? And I was like, yes, let's do that because it sounds so much fun. So this is how I got into the pole world.
I love it. So, like a nice, easy intro. You just went into class, and then did you fall in love right away? Did you start taking a bunch of classes?
Well, I really love it because the structure, like long time ago, it was a few tricks in the class, like spins. But what I really love about the class, it was at the end of the class, we have around 20 minutes to dance. So
Mhm.
this is what I really catch me. And from there, I always wanted like I was waiting for that moment from the class and I started like taking classes like 5 times, 6 times, and then all week I was taking classes.
That's amazing. Well, I can definitely see where ice skating and ballet translate into your beautiful, beautiful style. So that's really cool.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for sharing. Who are your biggest inspirations? And it can be inside or outside of the pole community. And I'm also curious if there was anybody in the beginning that really taught you and molded you into the dancer that you are today, or if you were more self-taught.
I was self-taught. I think all my inspiration come from YouTube and all the very OG pole dancers that started sharing their videos via YouTube
Yeah.
because Instagram was not a thing back in the day. So YouTube, it was amazing. And actually, when I was taking classes, it was more like pole fitness.
Mhm.
So it was good, but didn't catch me for too long. I was taking like around 4 months of class, and then I decided to buy a pole and put it in my home and learn everything from YouTube.
Amazing.
So after that, I think like my biggest love will always be Alethea Austin and Sarah Jade.
Yes.
So from them, yeah, I remember watching their videos. I almost know them from memory. So yes.
Oh my gosh, I can definitely see those influences in your dance now that you say it. And I was the same. Like I think everybody who started anywhere from a decade plus ago we all learned from YouTube. We didn't have this easy access of Instagram and online tutorials. I mean, pole dancers these days are so incredibly spoiled, and I love that we can provide that for them and they can learn in the comfort of their own homes. But I remember how hard it was for us to just learn a new trick, and it was all just teaching ourselves based off of a video and only getting one angle of that video, but trying to dissect it and figure it out and falling. And, it was just this crazy process. But I love that you are also a YouTube baby, because I was as well.
Yes.
I love that. I love that. So I'm curious, how would you explain your style to someone who's never touched a pole before?
Oh my God, that it's always difficult. So I will do my best, honestly. I
Yeah.
think it would be a combination of orbits around the pole. It's like a style that goes around the pole. Sometimes I feel that my movement is when you are waking up on Sunday morning and you are like lazy and relaxed. I feel like it's one of the description. Also, one of my description is like when you're a little bit tipsy and you want to dance. I feel like that, and this is how I make my students to get in the mood, like a little bit of like tipsy and lazy around the pole, and sometimes I feel like a little bit more energetic. So something in between that, mixed with the very very traditional things that the pole, when they start getting mainstream, but still very traditional movements. I still very true to that. So it's very very kind of inspired by the roots of the pole when the pole started to get a little bit more mainstream for
Yeah,
us.
that is such a cool explanation. I will forever remember that. So a little tipsy on maybe a Sunday afternoon, we can just mix those two together, and that's SD style. But with so much effort and extension and beautiful lines. So just mix that together and you've got SD style. I love that explanation so much. So my next question is, do you have any topics that you're passionate about when it comes to pole dancing?
What I'm really really passionate about that, I think is like my first passion is meeting new people. I think that even I'm introvert. I feel like meeting new people. One of like my best friends, they are in the industry, so I'm very excited every time I'm traveling and teaching, because it's the chance to meet amazing people and connection. Like human connection that brings us is my favorite thing about that. And I'm very passionate about like the relationship about the music and the pole, how it's super important that in us, because as a choreographer is like one of my main motivation, like without music we cannot create. So I'm always even I like certain type of music, I'm always be very very inspired by people creating different things using different music. That makes me really really like a nerd about music and pole. Yeah.
Well, it definitely translates into your movement, and that's so beautiful. And when you're talking about human connection, I'm sure you've done so much of that over the last few years. And that actually leads me into my next question. You have done so much traveling over the last few years, and every time I talk to you, you're in a different place. And I love seeing your journey. I love witnessing it. I love seeing you in different countries. One day you're in Asia, the next day you're in Mexico, and you're just popping all over the place. So I would love to hear more about your travels and some of the favorite places that you visited.
Oh well, I love everything. I mean, I really, really, it's so hard for me to choose. But one of the highlights this year, it was being able to teach in mountain. So I was in Peru 1 week ago teaching for a pole camp, and this pole camp was hosted in a hotel in the top of a mountain. So this hotel, it was like a property from an artist. So this artist is friend of the host, and was really impressive. Like, okay, where the poles will be for teaching. And then she showed me that they empty a private gallery of him. So he has a gallery of like antiques from all around the world. So he was like putting some things away, and the poles were installed there. And it was crazy because it looks like a cave. It's like all made of stone. So they built this hotel like inside the stone, and they put like the rooms and everything. And this gallery, it was really cool because it has like different and interesting things from all around the world.
Wow.
And it was teaching there, it was so cool. It was like, wow, this place is so cool. So yeah, I could say like it was one of the highlights from this month.
That's amazing. Do you have videos from it?
Oh yeah, yes. I have videos and stories, and everyone like, wow, this is so cool. What's like a poly student? No, it's not like poly studio. It was a private gallery that they allow us to use for a few days to teach there, and it was like, this is insane.
What a dream. I would love to link that video in this interview
Yeah.
if you have any that you want to send me, because I bet people would love to see that. I need a visual now. I have to have a visual.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
So, Este, do you have a fun fact about yourself you'd like to share with everyone?
Oh my god. Okay, it's very difficult question also. I don't know. I have 6 cats.
Oh, amazing.
I was like, yeah, I have 6 fur babies.
Oh,
So yes.
amazing. Well, that's
Fun
funny because I
fact.
just did an interview with your friend and our other instructor, Laura Lou, and she also, that was her fun fact, is she's a crazy cat lady.
Yes.
Now I see why you all are friends.
Yes. We bond by kitties. Yes, that's for sure.
I love that. I love that. Well, our interview is coming to a close, but before we finish, I would love for you to tell everyone where they can train with you other than Team Basework. Where can they find you? Tell us your Instagram handle, all the things. Let us know.
So right now I'm taking rest about online lessons because I will be traveling. So you can find me. I usually share where I'm going to teach workshops next, which part of the world. So you can find me there. And in June, I'm coming back to you and everyone for team-based work. And from there, probably I will just open a few online classes until I travel again.
Yay. Okay. Well, we will definitely keep an eye out for where you're going to be next. Thank you so much for chatting with me today. I'm really excited for everyone to get to know you a little bit better, and I can't wait to have you back in June.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Este, so much. Talk to you soon.